Anthony and I were pretty much obsessed with how seriously the news takes cold weather.
Oh, they love it. And they talk about it like it's something that never, ever happens. Like, upset. It happens every year.
So we got, we've had better examples, but we got a couple examples.
Mm-hmm.
The local news talking about the deep freeze here in New York City.
Yeah.
Listen to this crap.
It is bitter cold out. We have been extremely lucky so far, but not anymore. Old Man Winter finally making his presence felt.
Old Man Winter.
Annoys me.
Old Man Winter took some Viagra today. Oops, is this on? I'm what?
It's felt. New Yorkers are wrapping up this morning, taking the cold weather in stride. Cutting my...
Now, of course, they got to go to the idiots
Of course.
on the street to talk about cold weather.
Yeah.
Not to talk about their opinions on Iraq or...
Uh-huh.
No, we're going to talk about the cold weather.
Right.
Cutting my lips, I can't pronounce words.
Bitterly cold. The kind of weather you just want to be in bed for.
Wouldn't we all? But the reality...
I can't pronounce words, but that happens at 85 degrees, too.
I was so cold I called my wife a cant.
I don't know why the news has to state the obvious and do these stupid fluff pieces.
They cover it like it's a huge story.
Like it's the first time we've ever seen this.
Cutting my lips, I can't pronounce words.
Bitterly cold. The kind of weather you just want to be in bed for.
Wouldn't we all? But the reality
Wouldn't we
is,
all?
at one point or another, we will have to face Old Man Winter. So wrap yourself up in a blanket.
Twice.
This bitter cold snap is bringing frigid temperatures into the area. Forecasters saying the wind chill today will make it feel like 15 below.
They love
For those
that,
who
too.
can't escape the cold like the homeless, it will be a tough week. But for anybody who will face the elements, hyperthermia or frostbite should be on the mind. Hyperthermia develops when the body temperature drops abnormally low. Symptoms may include shivering, exhaustion, confusion and fumbling hands, memory loss, slurred speech, as well as drowsiness. Infants have bright red cold skin and low energy. If you have frostbite, your skin turns white or grayish yellow.
left the doors
It
open
feels
in my
firm
house.
or waxy and numbness sets in. In both cases, it's important to get warm as soon as possible and seek immediate medical attention.
Really?
It's important to just state the obvious.
Right, really?
What a load of crap.
I don't know, dude. Shivering is a sign of cold. I was kind of wondering what that meant when I was walking yesterday.
Yeah.
Tied it right up for me. Thank
I'm
you.
shivering. What does this mean?
And he suggests that you search out medical attention immediately.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm shaking. I thought I was going to be cast
If you
in
see
the
your fingertips...
next Back to the Future movie.
If you see your fingertips turning gray or white...
Yeah. Yeah, my fingertips are turning white. They're hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's really bad. Unless you're black, then you're like, thank you, God.
Wow. And then we have another example here. The hokey news people talking about cold weather.
It is dangerously frigid out here. I'm dead. One in Queens, the other in Coney Island, Brooklyn, possibly because of the frigid temperatures. Tell me how bad it is tonight.
Make sure you put on your scarf, your gloves, your hat, your mask, anything you can put on. It is cold. Do not stand out in it.
Rosalind's
Really?
not kidding.
Thank you.
If you don't cover up, you're taking your chances.
You hear the news report? This is the best you could do after that stupid speech? She's not kidding.
Rosalind's not kidding.
Listen to this.
It's cold. Do not stand out in it.
Rosalind's not kidding. If you don't cover up, you're taking your chances.
This is very cold. Bone chilling
Shirley
cold.
Hempel wasn't kidding.
You know another thing, Rosalind's not educated.
Imagine being these construction guys working into the night, but Frankie's got it covered. Well, how good is this mask?
I wouldn't be out here without it.
But Artie is hatless and hardy.
I go swimming Super Bowl Sunday.
Artie's cold?
And New Year's Day, going out.
You're in the Polar Bears Club? Oh, my God. No wonder you could be out in this without a hat.
This is practice.
And you don't want to be Tom, a Con Ed worker, unless you're his partner, who's 12 feet down under and warmer.
Probably about 30 degrees warmer.
How'd you get stuck up here and he's down below?
Senior man down there.
Blankets for Warmth tonight is teaming up with the Coalition for the Homeless to make sure that nobody is left out in the cold without anything. Free cups of soup given out. Would you like a blanket?
Oh, yes.
And 46-year-old Theo among those getting free woolen blankets.
It's like going to the bank and cashing a $1,000 check.
That's how important this blanket is to you.
Very important.
Theo is very thankful to be warm at this hour. We're live in Chelsea. Koran Mahalik, UPN 9 News.
What an awful segment. That is the most awful story.
Theo's father is a doctor. His mother is a lawyer. How did that happen to him? What a faggoty name for a homeless guy.
That blanket is like cashing a $1,000 check at the bank. No, it's not. You take $10, you buy a blanket. You have what? $990 left over, you dope.
No wonder you're homeless. You couldn't figure out
Figure that out?
your expenses.
He could have had a place to stay for a while, but he spent $1,000 on a blanket. What was that story?
Right.
It's very confusing, Cora Ann.
You might want to look into money management. Jesus.
And you can't cash a check unless you have ID, and no one's going to write smelly animal on a license. And by the way, one of the people that died, there's two people that died.
Yeah.
One of them was a homeless guy, which happens, but one of them, they said, was a nanny who froze to death on the boardwalk in Brooklyn. That's one of the two people that died.
She was at Coney Island
What
on
are
the
you doing?
boardwalk. Why are you at the Coney Island boardwalk? Because if it's 4 degrees out, it's -3 at the boardwalk.
Oh,
in Coney
minimum,
Island.
man. If they come off the
Freezing.
water like that.
Yeah. What the hell was she doing there?
And how does she care for children? If she doesn't know to get her own fat ass up off the bench when she's freezing to death, how do you freeze to death and not, unless you're incapacitated, how do you not just walk away and go somewhere warm?
Go somewhere warm. Exactly.
I was walking home yesterday before noon. I had a bad day yesterday. I was a naughty boy. I spent a little bit of cash where I shouldn't have.
Oh, boy.
And then went and had 2 cheeseburgers and a big large fry in my fat face.
You had 2 cheeseburgers?
Yeah, McDonald's.
At the same time? That's the worst.
Yeah. I was like you with the bananas yesterday, like joking around, but I was really shoving them in my
2
fat
of them.
face. And I had to walk 2 blocks from 8th Avenue back to my apartment. And I got a moment where I'm like, I do understand how people just pass out in the cold. It was that. It was like I had a hood on, and it was hitting my face and head. And I'm like, if there was nowhere to go, I would be in a lot of trouble right now. It was
I just
brutal.
need a spacesuit. Like, wouldn't it be great to just put on a real spacesuit like they walked on the moon with, and just go to work there? A nice 80 degrees or something.
You know, the reality is they still haven't come up with good winter wear.
No.
Because there's always, you still feel cold. You're right.
I probably
there should be
have
something you
the
can
best.
just slip right into and not feel it at all.
Right, you shouldn't feel it. It should be like Mylar thin, yet completely insulating
Some
from
kind
any
of breathing
cold.
apparatus.
2005.
Right.
And we're still doing the same thing that pioneers did.
Yeah.
Throw layers on. Where's the electric stuff and you know, the real stuff that works, not the crap they sell at Sharper Image or something. I put on this huge parka every day with that ridiculous big puffy hood. The thing zips up to my eyes, and a scarf. And actually, for the walk from the garage, it's not that bad. But I look ridiculous. I look like, you know, one of the homeless guys walking around, head down, just kind of trudging, your shoulders up. 'Cause for some reason, that's supposed to keep you warmer.
Everything all tight.
All tight.
Clenching
like
all the muscles.
Yeah, you pull muscles in your arms just because you're so tense walking. It's ridiculous. We really have to broadcast from somewhere warmer.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why we're going to balmy D.C., I guess.
I don't think we're going to make it to D.C., by the way.
It's supposed to be snow.
Like crazy snow Sunday.
A blizzard? Are they saying blizzard yet?
Crazy snow Sunday. That's what they're saying.
Mad snow, Opie?
Yeah, it's going to be awful.
Will that stop a train though? Will that stop our
I don't know.
Oh, that'll suck.